Hello, single ladies. My name is King of Podcasts. I am a single Hispanic male living in South Florida in his mid 40s, and I'm not vaccinated. I'm not vaccinated. Can't even say the word vaccinated. God, why do I have to make that so hard? I haven't got my COVID-19 shot. How about that? Okay. Well, there's a news story coming out from Insider.com that reports that singles get more likes on dating apps if they receive the COVID-19 vaccine. All right. Let's see what they're talking about. So now apparently a couple of the talking points here are that the vaccine is now a dating app deal breaker. 40% of OkCupid users would cancel a date with someone who wouldn't get a shot. Dating apps don't routinely verify whether somebody gets immunized or not. Now, if they do that, hey, Ready Player One and all this like Blade Runner kind of, no, we don't need that. No, don't do that to us. That's, come on. So now here's the thing. According to Insider.com, getting coronavirus vaccine is the hottest thing right now. The hottest thing right now. I think it's funny. So the hottest thing right now is among all the older people here in Florida that are over 65. Okay, got it. That's the impression you might get from dating apps, where people are mentioning they've got their shot as a way to meet like-minded people. It's the same one that remember when I talked about mask fishing back in March of or was it April or May of last year? Mask fishing. So everybody on their profile, all the women had to put masks on, as if it's like some cool thing. Now, I will admit, I don't like the girls wearing masks in the profile pictures, but I think there's something kind of cute when they have the mask kind of like tucked underneath their chin. There's something cute about that. I must say, there is something cute about that. I don't know why it is, but I'm attracted to some girls that kind of throw that picture. So if you're going to do a selfie with a mask, don't have the mask on. Just tuck it down under the chin. That's all I'm saying. So a spokesperson for dating app Cupid.com told Insider, we've seen, quote, a 137% increase in mentions of vaccine on our profiles. Tinder has seen a 258% increase in profile mentions of vaccines between September and December. Bumble also saw a decrease with the word vaccine or vaccinated in their Bumble profiles, but did not elaborate. And Grindr also did not collect data about COVID-19 vaccines, but people are talking about it. Sarah Kelly, a journalist who hadn't had a COVID-19 vaccine yet, tweeted January 31st, and a man wrote to her on a dating app, "You're real cool. However, I found someone who is also vaccinated." Okay. Who are these people? And stop watching the news. It's just going to make you go blind. Okay, really, stop watching TV news, please. Media is just don't go. Come on. OkCupid includes a set of matching questions that users can voluntarily answer. But again, they got a million questions you can answer. I bet eHarmony has the same thing too. The questions ask whether they would get vaccinated or whether they would cancel a date if a match wouldn't get a shot. I never saw this question, so I never answered it. I have an OkCupid profile, I think still. But then again, I've been banned by most of these dating sites. I've been banned by Plenty of Fish, by Match, by Tinder. And there's another one I can't think of right now. I just can't think of what it was. But either way, I've been banned a few times because I'm too lazy to go ahead and write new messages out when I'm trying to meet somebody and I talk to them for the first time on chat. Just saying. It's probably why I get flagged and I get banned. So again, this appears on their profile for potential suitors to see. The questions have been answered more than 17 million times. So OkCupid got a little bit of research from what they got of these questions. 40% of millennial and Gen Z aged OkCupid users would cancel a date with someone who didn't get the vaccine shot. 18% higher for women compared to men. Well, that makes sense. OkCupid daters are straight, most of them, but there are some LGBTQ plus people that also use the platform. And so far, as we know, more than 212 million doses of, is that 21.2 or 212 million doses of the vaccine has been administered around 90 countries. Oh, 212 million doses. Got it. Okay. Most countries have prioritized those at highest risk mostly older people who are less likely to be using these sites. But key workers like health professionals and those with certain medical conditions have been also top of the priority list in some countries. Now, here comes the fear mongering. Dr. Nilufar Ahmed, a lecturer in social sciences at the University of Bristol, told Insider in a statement that the area was, quote, fraught with dangers, meaning someone who was vaccinated does not reduce the risk of catching coronavirus or you stop from passing it on. It's Dr. Fauci. Ah! No, come on. Another relationship expert, Dr. Veronica Lamarche from the Department of Psychology at the University of Essex, said she didn't think it would necessarily open the floodgates for risky behavior because often people who were conscientious enough to engage in protective health practices were also more likely to be conscientious in other ways too. It will probably increase the likelihood that people feel safe to interact with other people because they have been given the shot. And that it's really a question of vaccine efficacy at this point, whether or not it's increasing their risks. Dating apps do not routinely verify whether someone has been immunized or not. And this is where I don't like this whole little big brother kind of thing going on, this kind of idea here. Now, here's another thing that Lamarche says, that daters could lie about their immunization status and people might engage in dates that aren't as safe as they expected. Yeah, but again, this is probably a very small number. This is not like people that are saying that they have syphilis or they have herpes, right? Or, Hep C or something like that. I mean, it's not like we're going to have people that are HIV positive in the same vein. It's the same kind of risk you take with that. So to think that somebody did not get the coronavirus vaccine yet and you're getting together with them and they lie to you about it, well, again, it's always a risk. Let's just be honest. I am not trying to downplay the severity of this pandemic. We've been going through it for a year. I'm well aware of how serious this is, okay? So take it easy. Take it easy. Anyway, more in here. Lamarche also says that, quote, I think it's something that goes beyond the simple question of the pandemic and something that needs to be considered in terms of the morality being forced to disclose those types of health information. A virologist and professor at Warwick University told Insider that what it means to be vaccinated was unclear, and including all the relevant information in a short bio and updating profile could be a challenge. There's a whole issue, he says, about how many doses of the vaccine you get because you do need 2 doses for most of these vaccines. And then he also says that for him it was a slippery slope. Clearly people are at liberty to declare anything they wish to declare, but I do wonder about where you draw the line. Do they actually say I had a papillomavirus vaccine, for instance? Because that's linked with cervical cancer and head and neck cancer. Are you going to start mentioning other aspects of your health? Do you need to start doing DNA tests to see if you're at increased susceptibility to various diseases? See, this is where we go out of control. Like, again, it's just going too far, okay? Another professor of behavioral science at Warwick Business School told Insider, quote, I guess from a public health perspective, dating apps could help win the war on the virus because people will go. If I want to date somebody, then I better be vaccinated. So again, they're seeing it as a thing where it will be a call to action for those that want to go and get laid, they want to go out and, find relationships now after all been locked down and quarantined, then they're going to do that. So we might see a lot of like a real boom in dating as a result of all this. It's already happening now. Obviously, people have the time for it. So that's the idea of that. Anyways. A real positive impact of the pandemic, being also said here, was that people are talking about more important health issues on their dating profiles. For example, whether they've been tested for sexually transmitted diseases or infections. So Lamarche, back to the original relationship expert, said, quote, this could start to set a different set of norms and expectations and disagreement on what is typical and what you should be doing if you want to get a partner. You might see a counter movement emerge. As she said, it was generally a positive trend, especially to motivate younger groups who might feel disincentivized to get vaccines if they feel that COVID-19 is less of a factor in their lives. By and large, the benefits probably outweigh the negatives. And that's where they're coming from on that. So anyway, I can see where they're coming from with all that. And, if you don't ask me about if you should go ahead and put in your profile that you're vaccinated or not, I don't know if it makes much of a difference. But then again, I'm listening to TikTokers that, put up videos on a regular basis. No, don't say too much about yourself. Don't give in too much. Maybe if you go ahead and say that you're vaccinated, that's a red flag to a woman. It's like, ew, you're vaccinated. Ew, gross. I don't know. I don't know what will be thought of. But I'm sure some of you probably go ahead and look at this and just say, you know what? Should I really matter about this? Does it matter to go ahead and put, I need to be vaccinated? Do I need to put like a little print, on a picture? Do I need to go and put a sign up there? Like, here's my card. I get vaccinated. Here's my card. Look, here's my shot. Does that become the next selfie? This shot with a selfie, right? Oh, look, the needle inside of me. Here's my selfie. Like, here's my proof. Do you need to have that now as like actual proof? Women and men, I would love to go and hear what you say about this. Let me know if you actually are really concerned about if this is something, again, just like the mask fishing. How important is the mask adding to your profile, and how much is, letting people know that you're vaccinated or not? How important is that to you? Email me, kingofpodcasts@yahoo.com. If you're listening to this or watching this on the YouTube channel, please comment, like, and subscribe. Do all that good stuff, please, because I want to get the conversation going on this. And again, if you want to email me, kingofpodcasts@yahoo.com, or you can also hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, same name, King of Podcasts. I'll talk to you next time.